All right, guys, we are back. This is K-Talk Radio, 1640 AM. This is the show, Utah Home Sweet Home. Today, our special guest is three-time Olympian J.R. Selski. It's now time for the nightmare story. J.R. went through an accident, and his mindset, thankfully, was strong enough to overcome the accident. So, if you don't mind, I'd love to hear the story.
Yeah, definitely. It's, every time I tell the story, think about it, it brings me back into that moment. So, I'll try to give you the best picture of it possible. But basically, I had just come off of my first international season competing on the World Cups, World Championships.
Wow.
I had gotten second at World Championships, so, just right off the top of the podium. But I was at a level that I knew I needed to be at going into the Olympic season.
Nice.
In order to reach my goal of winning a medal. And this would be my first Olympics, Vancouver, Canada, 2010. It was September of 2009, so
Got it.
About 5 months before the Olympics.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it was so close.
Yeah, so this is our Olympic trials for the U.S. national team. For the U.S. team.
Got it.
There was 16 of us, both men and women, that went in and competed against each other for 5 potential spots on the U.S. Olympic team.
Wow.
My first Olympic trials, and I trained so hard that summer to get ready. I just really wanted to be on that Olympic team. I really wanted to take that step so I can have that place, so I can have the potential to go out and win an Olympic medal at the Olympics. So train hard for Olympic trials. I went out. I made the Olympic team, I think, within the first couple of days of the competition.
Nice.
I think within the first 2 days I had guaranteed a spot in one of the distances.
Wow.
We have 4 distances, 3 of them are individual, so I had claimed a spot in one of those individual distances.
Very cool.
And it's kind of broken down from there how the team is decided, but I went on for the rest of the weekend, and obviously the pressure was off my shoulders to make the team. So
right.
I just went out and skated and had a great time.
Yeah.
Obviously just kind of used it as I needed to qualify for the other distances as well. So
yes.
There was that pressure, but I just kind of let it go and did my best out there. And going into the last day of trials, it was the 500 meters, which is our shortest race.
Got it.
It takes usually just a little bit over or under now 40 seconds.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And so this is sprint. It's the 100 meters of track.
Okay.
So you're just going out and sprinting from the very beginning.
Got it.
So I was, I believe, in second place, trying to qualify for the next round. I think it was a semifinal, either a quarter or semifinal. With 1 lap to go, I fall in the corner and slide into the boards and hit the boards and bounce off, and I look down and the front 6 inches of my blade is sticking into my my thigh.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So I'm looking down and it's stuck in there.
It's stuck in
your
your leg.
I have to pull it out.
Oh wow.
And I look down at what is just like it looks like a fresh cut of like filet mignon or something.
Oh.
Like just staring into the muscle belly all the way down to my bone.
Oh.
Sorry, it's super graphic.
No, that's great. I love it.
But, I could see veins. I could see everything.
Oh my gosh.
And it was gnarly. And what makes it worse is my family was sitting. Everybody came up to my, to watch me.
Yes.
My whole family. I have grandmas, aunties, uncles.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Yes.
Friends. Obviously my parents and my brothers are there, but
right.
My brother's there, but it happened right in front of them.
Oh, no way.
So they saw everything happen like right before their eyes.
Oh
too.
my gosh.
And it's funny, I go back to this story and I'll start talking about, Olympic trials, and I'll have multiple people tell me like, I remember that day.
Yeah.
Like I had to leave the arena.
Wow.
So, it just had a big impact on, obviously there's racing left to be done. So people had to refocus and go out there and skate. But I pulled the blade out.
Oh my gosh.
Paramedics took a little longer than they should have. And my buddy, my teammate, his name's Walter.
Yeah.
He realized that I was injured.
Yeah.
So he actually jumped out of, he was just watching races, he jumped out of the stands, in the process took his shirt off, came up to me,
No
put
way.
a tourniquet like right behind the cut
Wow.
to try to prevent the blood from
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Because my heart rate was 180,
Oh,
probably
of course.
180, 185
Sprinting.
beats per minute because it's
Yes.
sprint, right?
Yes.
So if I would have like cut my femoral
Yeah.
artery, which I was an inch away from cutting,
Wow.
I would have bled out on the ice.
Oh my
so
gosh.
he had that intuition to jump out and like, this kid needs help.
Yeah.
You know, let me go help him.
Amazing.
And yeah, got out there like 30 seconds before the paramedics did.
Amazing.
Yeah, they took forever to get out there to me.
They were like on Facebook?
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. I probably had never walked or been on ice before.
Right.
So probably just trying not to fall it.
Yeah.
Took me to the hospital. I had 60 stitches.
Holy cow.
They can't go in and sew the muscle belly itself. That kind of has to naturally happen over time. So they sewed kind of like the inner layer of my skin and the outer.
Yeah.
60 stitches there. And basically, you know, like I said, it was 5 months out from the Olympics. And
Yeah.
who in their right mind would think like I'm going to go and compete,
Yeah.
you know, 5 months later at
Yeah.
the Olympics. So.
The pain in your heart probably was worse than the pain in your leg,
Definitely,
right?
yeah,
Like
I mean
the
that-
devastation.
Oh yeah, and I was sitting there. The doctor was actually on call. It was a Saturday, I believe, so he wasn't even at the hospital. I had to wait for like an hour to go into surgery.
Man.
And they couldn't give me any pain medication because they didn't want the blood to thin, and so I would bleed faster.
Right.
So I was sitting there for an hour, just
Oh no.
in my skin suit, actually.
Really?
Like, I hadn't even taken it
Oh,
off
no.
yet. And just like, I was sitting there with my mom, and I just broke down.
Of
you know,
course.
it was like something I had made it. You know,
Yeah.
I had made the Olympic team.
Yeah.
I was that much closer, and
Yes.
just literally got cut before my eyes. So
Wow. That's I've never, and maybe it's more common than I know, but that's, to my knowledge, not common, right? That's not a common accident.
no,
Like broken bones in football. It's not a surprise.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there have been several bad cuts before. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's been any deaths from cuts, but similar accidents
Gotcha.
to mine, where people cut their muscles. I've had a teammate, former teammate and friend, cut his nose off.
Oh my
They
gosh.
completely cut the tip of his nose off.
Wow.
Yeah, Rusty Smith, and I guess they had to like sew it back on. A plastic surgeon had to sew it back on.
Holy cow.
But yeah, stuff like that happens.
Got it.
Actually, my wife had a blade come up and get her right in the middle of the nose.
Really?
Yeah, and
Holy
she
cow.
wasn't wearing glasses that day.
Yeah.
And that just like, it just happened to be the day that I didn't show up at practice because we were skating at like 6 a.m. So of course she was then my girlfriend, but she gets cut.
Yeah.
Like, and I show up at the hospital and yeah, it was a gnarly one right
Oh
down the middle of
my
her nose.
gosh.
So it's possible. I mean, it's definitely possible. It doesn't happen like super often. We wear cut-proof
Okay.
Kevlar
Yeah.
now, which is kind of a rule that was enforced after I got cut.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it just was. It was like you said, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
And I didn't, I basically told myself in the hospital, this is. You have to realize just what happened to you and let it
Right.
soak in.
Right.
Don't worry too much. Don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Just realize and accept the fact that this happened.
Right.
Because then I won't, I'm not going to sit there and feel remorse for myself.
Right.
I couldn't control it. It just happened,
Yeah.
So, I took basically the next month and a half to rehab myself back to the point where I could walk again.
Yes.
And I was in Colorado Springs working with the best doctors and physical trainers in the country, trying to get back.
Gotcha.
So at the Olympic Training Center, so they worked with me 6 to 8 hours a day on rehab. So
Wow.
I was obviously you have to imagine like all the muscle being connected again,
Yeah.
and attached again before I can even start firing the muscle enough to walk or stand
Right.
up. And so that had to happen. That had to take place. I was in the pool doing aerobic workouts. I was on the arm bike because I couldn't move my legs in order to get my heart working.
Right.
You know, I was just put through just a rigorous 2.5 months. So it took me like a month and a half for me to walk again.
Wow.
It took me another month to be able to get on my skates.
Amazing.
And that's quick. And thankfully I didn't cut any like ligaments or tendons. I didn't hit my artery, so it was just like strictly muscle belly.
Gotcha.
Which is the reason why I was able to connect.
Amazing.
In time. So yeah, I get back to Salt Lake 2.5 months after this happens, and I start training again with the team. And I lost a significant portion. Like obviously, I lost one of my muscles.
Yeah.
Like almost completely.
Yeah.
My VMO,
Oh my
that
gosh.
teardrop muscle above your knee, but also my other, the outside of my leg wasn't working. The other parts of my quad weren't working as well. So,
amazing.
Yeah, it took me quite a while to actually get back to the strength where I could actually go around and skate in circles comfortably.
Yes.
Obviously, I have cuts and blades creeping on my mind with the possibility of falling and injuring yourself is now in the back of my mind.
Right.
So that's something I have to work on. Diving back into mindset. It's just, that affected me so much. I was thinking about it, right?
Yep.
And in order, talk about mindset, to get in the right mindset, I have to let that go.
Yes.
Right? I have to forget about that.
Yes.
Forget about the fear.
Right.
And
right.
And face my fear head on.
Right.
And go out there and actually attack it.
Yep.
And that's how in my mind I got over that fear, is just going out and just taking it down.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I get out there, and then I get to the Olympics. I'm in my first race, and I had no idea what to expect. Like I hadn't raced up until that point after the accident.
Yeah.
I hadn't raced in those 5 months.
Wow.
Maybe did like a small little practice competition, but I had no idea what I was capable of. So I get out from my first race. It's a 1,500 meter. No expectations, obviously.
Right.
Nobody else expects me to.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a ranking from that season because I didn't compete. It was the trials, and they had World Cups after that.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have a ranking. So I look up at the board and I'm like, no ranking. I'm like dead last or something. So no pressure. Nobody's expecting me to do well. Everybody's just like, okay, this kid made it back. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He's able to skate.
I
go out and win bronze.
No way.
In the 1,500 meter.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So it was just. It just a testament to hard work, mindset, facing your fears,
Love it.
breaking bad habits. I think when you talk about all these steps, you can apply them to like you said, business and real estate, entrepreneurship is just same type of mindset for that. So
love it. Okay.